Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning scan for February 24th, 2019. Typically, I wouldn't make a morning scan on Sunday because I do my week ahead video after the weekly close, but I feel like a lot has happened, and I'm sure people have questions about, my current thoughts and opinions on the market as a whole. So I figured why not make this and also make my week ahead video in a couple hours. But anyway, let's get to the analysis here. And I'm going to do more intraday stuff and save my high time frame stuff for the week ahead video. That makes the most sense to me. But so first of all, what I want to mention is this is obviously not bullish, right? This slow grind up and then this huge 10% candle that basically erased 5 days of price action. This is not bullish. So I really don't care what people are saying on Twitter. If people on Twitter are saying that this is bullish, but this is not bullish. You do not want to see highs taken and then immediately, almost immediately, a huge sell-off candle after that. So how can we play this? Well, what I'm planning on doing here is what I notice, what instantly is jumping out at me is this 12-hour block here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, let's change that red. And now what I'm interested in is if I move left with this, is there any confluence for support and resistance flips and all of that stuff? I haven't looked at a chart in a few days, so I'm doing this all live for you guys. Okay, so yes, there is confluence, right? We could see that this acted as resistance, popped above, acted as support, resistance, just a classic support and resistance flip, as well as a 12-hour block. So down move before the nut move, perfect. So if I wanted to play this aggressively, what I would do is ladder shorts up until 38.30. So because, sorry, like I said, this is the first time I'm seeing this, so I'm trying to think about what I want to do. So I could set aggressive asks here for sure. I could absolutely do that. But I think the safest play will be a short at the range high, which would be about 3,900, just below there. So I really don't expect this to just dump right through the yearly open on the first test. And the yearly open is almost my equilibrium. The yearly open is 3,693. So if it were to dump on the next leg down right through the yearly open after only one bounce at the yearly open, basically my equilibrium, that would be incredibly bearish. So I don't think that would happen given the price action we've had for the last few days with this grind up and all of that stuff. So how I ideally would like to play this is take a short at the range high, which is about 3,900. I think that's a clear invalidation level as well. If I look on the 4 hour, let's say I shorted at the range high, I could have my stop right there. That's basically as obvious as it gets. I'll have protection from this 4 hour block here, 4 hour breaker. So what we want to see is price to grind up here, get rejected off the range high, but maybe go for another leg up, get rejected right at this block, and then dump. Okay, so that's my ideal scenario right now. So I'm not sure if I want to set blind asks there. What I'll most likely do today, what do I want to do? Probably wait until the weekly close, to be honest. I don't want to look at the weekly right now. I want to save that for my week ahead video. But I think what I would like to do is wait for the weekly close or wait to see the reaction at 38.40 as well as the reaction at the range high. I don't think I want to set any blind asks right now. Typically what I would prefer to do is wait to see the reaction at key levels. But if we pull a fib, I'm interested in this now. If we pull a fib here, where did we bounce? Oh, that would be nice confluence with a 382 if I shorted right at the range high. That's nice. Anything else? Golden pocket there, that doesn't really matter. With the range low. This is bearish, and I know I said that in the beginning of the video, but what I'm waiting for really is to short the bounce. And that's basically what I've been doing for the last few months. But in this situation, for example, if we look at some of the last times this happened, somewhere over here, let's say, this is a perfect example actually. So we have highs taken here, slight distribution, but then a real nuke after that. Okay, so we found temporary support at the equilibrium. I could see this being temporary support and then another leg down. But because the market conditions are kind of different here than obviously here, we may not see that second leg down as soon as, some people would think. Let me see if I go to the daily here. If I played an aggressive short at red, I could short like right here and then have a stop above the range high. That wouldn't be worth it. Something like this maybe. Targeting the equilibrium. I think I want to stay patient here. And I know I've been missing a ton of opportunities because my patience, which sometimes, makes me miss moves or whatever, but ideally I do want to short the range high at 3,900. I think that's going to be a no-brainer short. But the problem with no-brainer shorts or longs is that they can get front run, and those no-brainer opportunities will never come. So if those opportunities never come, the next play would be if Bitcoin goes for the second leg down sometime soon, if it breaks below the equilibrium and or the yearly open, that's a short. There's no really other way to say it, but that's a short. Because you can see the yearly open has been acting as strong resistance. Finally, we broke above the yearly open. So if we break down below it again, it's of course going to be strong resistance again. So that's something that you would absolutely want to short. So really, I have two plays on my mind. Either a short at the range high. I want to delete this block. I don't care about it. Either a short at the range high with a stop above this 4-hour block, or a short if the equilibrium breaks down as well as the yearly open breaks down as support. So that's how I plan on playing Bitcoin. And I've been talking with my friend Trader XO a lot over the past few days about how we both believe that the Bitcoin price action has been because of Ethereum. Ethereum has been basically dragging up the entire market, and I absolutely agree with that. I'll go over that in more detail with my week ahead video, but because we are still a few days away from the fork, I could still see Ethereum possibly moving up a bit more. And the next area I would like to short Ethereum is, let's see, obviously my area of interest, right? That would be ideal. Probably my area of interest with 143. Let's say I shorted there with the stop above here. That's way too wide. 143 with the stop at 146. I think that would be better. Let's see the 12-hour. No, I think 145 would be better. I don't know if that will ever come, though. That's the problem. But anyway, that would be ideal. I still believe, like I've been saying for the last few days, is that Ethereum is the much better short compared to Bitcoin in terms of returns. I think Ethereum will be absolutely the better short here. So I'm itching to get into an Ethereum short, but at the same time, I am still remaining patient. And ideally, I would like to short at the 145 area, or obviously if the range high breaks down and acts as resistance, so around the 131 level, that would also be a decent short. But ideally, what I would like to see is price to grind back up to the area of interest and then put in a lower high on the 12-hour. So let's say this is just a deviation. So we would have a high here and then a lower high somewhere below here. That would be ideal. So today I am going to remain patient. I have different scenarios for, if price breaks down, I'll wait to short the retest. If price grinds back up into resistance, I'll wait to short that as well. But obviously, shorting now is a pretty bad idea in my opinion after this candle. You would expect some sort of bounce. So also a potential long I'm thinking about is if we sweep these lows on the 4-hour and establish the equilibrium as support, maybe a little tiny long to like 3860 to 3900 to my short, and then short back down to well below here, 3300 to 34.50. So I'll go over that in my week ahead video. Again, this was a video just to answer some questions anyone may have about my current thoughts and opinions on the market as a whole, but the market looks like crap now, and I don't think much would change that. If we get back above 4K somehow, then that would just be extremely impressive, one, and two, then I'll be looking to long pullbacks, but now I'm back in the mode of shorting bounces. So I'm going to wait patiently for that bounce, and we'll see what happens today. But if you guys have any further questions, as always, please feel free to ask. Thank you.